So what I'm wearing right now is the Meta smart glasses. And a year and a half later, October of 2023 was when I purchased these. I originally was skeptical because I wasn't sure who these smart glasses are for. So like everybody else, I originally thought this was good for content creators, but I found out it's actually useful for day-to-day purposes, as this could capture better FOV than I've ever seen any action camera be able to capture. So in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and cover everything you need to know about these glasses, and I'll be sure to include timestamps and everything in the video description down below for your pleasure. Let's start off with the overall design. I wore these multiple times in public, and rarely, maybe once or twice, somebody would actually notice that these are the Meta smart glasses. But majority of time, nobody noticed. Even with the large size camera that's on the corner and the slightly larger size frame. And I think because the design is able to blend in public really easy. But if you're not satisfied with the design, they sell many different color choices to choose from, including some clearer see-through ones, giving you like a retro Nintendo vibe. Now these are the Wayfarers, but there also is the Highliners designs you can choose from. And if for a little extra, you can also select the transparent lens, which will automatically darken up as soon as you come in contact with the sun's UV rays to give you maximum UV ray protection for your eyes. And prescription lenses are optional. You don't have to go with the first party. You can always go with third parties, which I'll highlight more in a little bit, and save yourself a lot of money. So what exactly can these glasses do? Well, they do have a built-in camera that captures some excellent POV, and they have downward facing speakers, which surprisingly sounds pretty good, especially when it comes to podcast listening and music. And they have Meta AI built into them. In terms of overall control, it does have a touchpad sensor on the side to increase the audio, to pause and play your media, as well as a long hold to activate shortcut apps. On the Apple side, you can program it to launch Apple Music. On the Android side, you don't have Apple Music, but you do have Spotify. And on the top right, you do have a capture button, which is what you use to record or take a photo, if you don't want to verbally use virtual voice assistant to do that. Now the glasses are water resistant, as they do have an IPX4 water and dust resistant rating, and I have got these wet a couple of times from doing sport activities or just casually walking down the street while it's raining. They are able to withstand that, but these glasses are not engineered to be exposed to water for long durations, so you can't go swimming or anything like that. Now you can take phone calls with these things, and there is noise cancellation thanks to the additional microphones, and the mic quality sounds excellent, almost similar to like AirPods. Here's a little clip it right here to demonstrate how good the active noise cancellation is. If you can hear outside, my neighbors are actually mowing their lawn right now, and not only that, I also have the washer running, and you should still be able to verbally hear me and understand me. There's the washer, sorry for the mess, that's my doggo. And yeah, lawnmower and the washing machines are going. Oh yeah, and also the dryer, and audio is not bad. Now with AI now taking over the industry, it's no surprise Meta actually integrated Meta AI onto these glasses. And very similar to ChatGPT, you could ask it general questions like knowing the gas capacity of a certain vehicle in case you're like window shopping at a CarMax or something like that, and you have general questions but there's no sales rep. Meta AI can actually answer those for you pretty accurately too, from my experience. In addition to that, it can also do reminders too if you want to quickly ask it to remind myself to do something in 5 minutes, or how's the weather looking like while you're driving, as well as what I like to do is while I'm long road trips, generally just ask it like, what city am I in? And Meta AI will answer that. And I find that feature to be extremely useful, especially while operating a vehicle. And you don't want to take the time and look at your vehicle's instrument screen just to see your map location or direction. Meta AI could do it all right here for you. In addition to that, it could also identify certain plants, dog breeds, mathematical questions. If you hold a piece of paper with a math equation, it will actually answer it. And you can also ask it to send text messages to your contacts. Either you like it to send a photo to a contact, it could capture it hands-free and send it to them without you having to touch your phone. It's a powerful tool. And then when it comes to its camera quality, the camera is pretty high reds, basically full high definition, not 4K, but it's fixed to like the TikTok or Instagram reel format. Portrait mode basically, which I've used many times on my videos on my YouTube channel, and I typically will stretch it out a landscape point of view Now originally these glasses were only able to record up to 60 seconds. Now they've been extended up to 3 minutes. And from my experience, that's more than enough to capture anything exciting that's happening. And if you notice, whenever you hit record, this LED light does flash white pulse, letting you know that it is indeed recording, and it will be a solid white if it took a photo. Now, you cannot cover the sensor because there is a sensor integrated where the light is. If it doesn't detect a light source, if it's blocked, the Meta glasses will not record. This also includes if you have thick hair covering the LED light as well. But outdoors in the direct sunlight, this LED light is not really noticeable as it's not that bright. But will these replace your smartphone's camera or a dedicated handheld camera? I will say no, because the specs on these are, it's just a 12 megapixel camera, although it's able to capture some very impressive, like nice quality images. The HDR that it has does a good job. It doesn't overdo it like some modern day smartphones do. But I do find it super convenient capturing moments without having to reach and grab your phone just to take a video. With these, a simple tap, it's already recording. Now originally I didn't pick these glasses up with prescription lens, but thanks to our video sponsor, VR Wave, they have tailored prescription lens available with multiple color choices to choose from. From transition lens that will automatically darken when it comes to contact with UV rays, which do it exactly the same like the official one that Meta sells. And you don't need to be in the States as they do ship worldwide as well. It can be a much more affordable option than going with the Meta prescription lens option, as they would actually have it fixed to $166, while VR Wave will actually change their prices based off your prescription. So you may end up saving a lot more doing this method than going through the first party with Meta. And then if you're just interested in getting the transition lens on your current Meta glasses, if you go with Meta's website, it's $110 more. Where with VR Wave, they would just charge you $35 for those lenses. And you could select the plano as well. If you don't have prescription lens, you just like to change the lens out off your existing Ray-Ban glasses. They're definitely the best alternatives out there when it comes to upgrading the lens of your current glasses without having to re-buy these all over again. As all you need to do is just check out. And no, you do not need to send your frames to them. They'll just send you the lens without you having to send out your glasses. So if you're planning on picking up a set, I'll be sure to include links and more in the description down below. So better act fast, because in less than 5 days as time making this video, due to tariffs, prices may go up. Now, battery life and how do you charge these glasses? Well, you see the travel case that it comes with, this nice leather looking case, has the connection ports which allows these glasses to charge. Also has a built-in battery. And similar to like AirPods or other wireless earbuds, with the case and everything, Meta claims these glasses can last up to 36 hours of battery life. The glasses on their own, they're able to last up to 4 hours. And in my experience, I've been able to get close to 6 hours at times, depending on how much you're using. If you're just casually wearing these should last you about 6 hours. But if you're constantly listening to media or recording, you could get anywhere from 3 to 4 hours at most. And when they are low on batteries and you need to shoot right away, a 15-minute charge in the case, I have noticed, are able to give these glasses a little over an hour more of battery life. And in case you have to take off your glasses and you forgot to turn it off with a little slider inside, these do have ear detection, which will allow these glasses to go into standby mode and preserve its battery that way as well. So what are some cons about these glasses? Well, for starters, these are more heavier than traditional sunglasses, of course, thanks to the additional hardware. For long hours, past like 3 hours or 4 hours, they do tend to hurt, like just irritate my ears. So I have to take like small breaks where I just casually take it off, let my ears relax, and then place them back on. So they may be uncomfortable for long durations to others. To me, they're not too painful, but they're definitely like become irritating once in a while. Another downside is whenever you use the shutter button to take a photo or a video, there's like a second delay. So if you're trying to take like a group photo or something like that, and you say cheese, everybody will soon start moving, and then the second later it will take the photo. So you have to tell everybody to wait 1 second longer. So that's something to get used to. Now, there has been talks that Oakley's is actually partnering with Meta as well. So hopefully Oakley's design may be more comfortable than these Wayfarers. And then there's no built-in like Find My ability into these glasses. So if you are somebody who has a habit of misplacing stuff or losing sunglasses like at a park, it's game over, as there's no like security brick functionality where you could break these glasses in case somebody steals it from you. So that's definitely a massive con to these. unlike like an Android device or your smartphone, iPhone, where you could just use stolen device or track its last known location to backtrack and hopefully find it. It's kind of a shame that these don't have that ability. Not even a travel case has this. So with that said, would I recommend these glasses from my experience? Yes, I absolutely would, because these have been available in the market for quite some time now, and I found these things usually going on sale for some really good prices, especially like during Black Friday or random holiday deals. Having those smartphone features on a pair of sunglasses like this, I find it to be super useful as a nice asset to not only again capture those memorable moments, but also document like certain things, like at a crash site. So you could easily use this for your own protection as well. The built-in mic is super convenient when you're just walking down the park and somebody calls you. And although I was skeptical at first, thinking that these are primarily going to be targeted more towards like TikTok or Instagram creators, I find this to be useful even on YouTube, but even for just sharing content with family members as if I was recording with my smartphone. So it has been pretty useful. It's been a cool tool. But other than that, there you guys have it. That is everything you need to know about these Meta glasses in 2025. They are absolutely fantastic. So if you're interested in picking up a pair, I'll be sure to include affiliate links in the description down below, which will be automatically updated on any deals or sale that's going on. And since they are affiliated, it doesn't cost you anything. It just sends a small kickback to the channel, which allows me to produce these videos for you guys without having to have a main sponsorship from the manufacturer himself like Meta. This way, I have the freedom to review these glasses as they are, instead of hiding all the cons and stuff. Now, if you wish to watch more, check out these two videos over here, as that right there is the video the YouTube algorithm is recommending for you. And the one down there is a Quest 3 video as well, in case you're interested to find out what the VR headset can do in 2025. My name was Eddie, and thank you once again for watching.